You think your dog is just changing with age, or maybe it's random behavior. But what if that's not the real reason at all? What if your dog is actually reacting to something you can't see, something happening in your home, or even inside you? Because in 2026, dog behavior changes are being noticed more than ever by pet owners around the world. Dogs suddenly becoming distant, overly clingy, anxious at night, or watching you like they're trying to decode your thoughts. And here's the disturbing part. Most owners are completely missing what it means. Let's break it down slowly, because your dog might be trying to tell you something you've been ignoring for a long time. First, have you noticed your dog following you more than usual? Not just walking behind you, but constantly needing to be in the same room, watching your every move like they can't relax unless you're visible. You might think it's love, and yes, partly it is, but behaviorally, this is called attachment elevation. It happens when a dog starts seeing their owner as their only emotional anchor. And here's the twist. It often increases when the dog senses emotional instability in the environment. Stress, sadness, changes in routine, even silent emotional shifts in you that you don't express out loud. Your dog reads those signals faster than any human ever could. They don't hear your words. They read your energy. But wait, it gets deeper. Because some owners report the opposite behavior. Their dog becomes distant, sleeps alone, avoids eye contact, stops greeting them at the door. And this is where most people panic and think, my dog doesn't love me anymore. But that's not always true. Sometimes dogs do this when they're emotionally overwhelmed. It's a self-regulation behavior, like stepping back to process emotional overload. Yes, your dog can get overwhelmed by too much emotional noise in the environment, and they don't know how to explain it, so they withdraw. But here's where it becomes really interesting. Have you noticed sudden changes in nighttime behavior? Your dog waking up at 2 or 3 a.m., staring at corners, moving around the house like they're searching for something unseen. This is one of the most misunderstood behaviors. Dogs have heightened sensory perception. They detect micro sounds, pressure changes, even subtle movement you don't register. But in 2026, behavior experts are noticing something else. Dogs are reacting more strongly to household stress patterns than before. And that's why your dog might suddenly feel different at night. But here's the loop you need to pay attention to. Because if your dog is becoming more alert at night, calmer in the morning, or sticking unusually close to you during emotional moments, it's not random. It's communication. And what most owners miss is this. The behavior is not about the dog changing. It's about the environment changing and the dog adapting first. Let that sink in. Now ask yourself something honestly. Has your routine changed recently? Has your energy changed? Even your silence, your mood, your presence in the home? Because your dog notices all of it. And here's a fact most people don't realize. Dogs don't experience time like humans. They experience patterns. So when your pattern changes, they feel it like a disruption in their entire world. This is why small human changes feel like big emotional events to them. And now we reach the most important part, the emotional mirror effect. Dogs often mirror the emotional state of their owner. If you're anxious, they become clingy. If you're emotionally distant, they become confused or withdrawn. If you're overwhelmed, they become hyper-aware. Not because they are copying you, but because they're trying to stabilize you. Yes, stabilize you. Your dog is constantly trying to maintain balance in your emotional environment. But here's the loop you shouldn't ignore, because when they fail to stabilize it, their behavior changes more drastically. Clinginess turns into anxiety. Calmness turns into silence. Affection turns into distance. And owners often misinterpret this as disobedience or mood change. But it's actually emotional exhaustion. Now, here's something powerful you need to hear. If your dog suddenly becomes more attached in 2026, it might not be random affection. It might be your dog sensing that you need support more than usual. And if your dog becomes distant, it might not be rejection. It might be confusion they can't solve. So what should you do? Not punish, not ignore, but observe, because your dog is not speaking in words. They're speaking in patterns. And once you learn to read those patterns, Everything changes. That small stare they give you, that sudden following behavior, that moment they pause before entering a room. It all starts forming a language, a silent emotional language between you and your dog. And once you understand it, you stop seeing behavior as good or bad. You start seeing it as communication. And here is the final truth most people never realize. Your dog isn't just reacting to life around them. They are reacting to you experiencing life. Your stress, your calm, your chaos, your peace. They feel it before you even admit it to yourself. So if your dog's behavior is changing in 2026, don't rush to correct it. First, listen to it, because your dog isn't just behaving. They're communicating.